Welcome back, you beautiful, beautiful bastards, to another episode of Myths in Minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about the myth that fruit makes you fat. Now, this is actually a surprisingly complicated thing to talk about. It's not as straightforward as I would like it to be, but we're not going to delve deep into the science. If you want to do that, there's plenty of great resources online you can read, plenty of other brilliant videos here on YouTube you can watch. But let's just go through the basics. So people think that because fruit has sugar in it, that it's going to make you fat. And this goes back to the whole myth of carbs making you fat. And it's simply not true. But where the myth comes from is what fruit is made of. So there's predominantly two sugars in fruit. You've got glucose and you have fructose. Now, glucose isn't an issue. Glucose is what your body uses for carbohydrates and energy anyway, so it's going to take that in. That's fine. It's fructose that's kind of a little bit of a problem. Fructose has to be converted by the liver into a form that is usable for the body, so converting it into glucose. But the problem is, sometimes if you have too much sugar coming in at once, too much fructose, the liver can't process it all in one go. So what happens is it would convert some of it into triglycerides, which is otherwise known as fat, and then that kind of floats around the body a bit. And in basic terms, that's where people think, that's where the whole myth comes from, that fruit makes you fat, because not all the fructose is converted and some of it gets essentially turned into the basic blocks of fat, triglycerides. This is only really a concern if you're kind of having a lot of fructose in isolation. So if you've just had like a big fruit smoothie, or you've juiced some fruit and you get a large intake all in one go, which is not advisable anyway. Most people wouldn't advise that. But if you're eating whole fruit, you're taking in fiber. If you're eating fruit with other food sources, other carbohydrates and protein, these things kind of act as a buffer and will mean that the transformation of fructose into triglycerides will be dulled. It'll be slower. It's not going to have as big an impact. It's not going to have the insulin spike everyone worries about, because everyone worries that you eat sugar, you have an insulin spike. The insulin fairy comes along and makes you fat. That's just one of these things that's been, that sort of permeates the fitness world and, popular culture, which is a load of nonsense. The simple fact is, fruit and eating fruit is not going to make you fat. What makes you fat, as I've said 1,000 times before on my social media and videos here, is an overconsumption of calories overall. So you would only get fat off fruit if you were eating so much fruit that you were going over your calories into a calorie surplus. Then you would gain fat. But that'll happen whether you're eating fruit or whether you're eating pizza or you're drinking milk or anything. If you overconsume on calories, it's going to make you fat. Doesn't matter how healthy it is or how unhealthy it is. All that matters is that energy calorie balance. So stop worrying that eating fruit or having a banana is going to make you fat. Enjoy fruit as part of a healthy, balanced diet and just don't worry about it. Energy balance is really the only thing that matters. Your calories in versus your calories out. You want to lose fat? Don't eat so much food. You want to gain fat? Overconsume on food. Doesn't matter what it is. Just don't be a dick. As always, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video and you've seen any of my other stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Again, if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I like to know either way. Leave a comment if you so please. If you don't, well, then don't. It's really up to you, mate. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in my next video.